This is what I like to call face freezing weather. It's about 2 degrees right now. When I looked about 12:30 p.m. just after lunch, and it was 6 here in northern Colorado. And now that I'm taking a walk, it's about 2. So the temperature's been dropping pretty rapidly since noon. It's supposed to get down to about, I don't know, 7 below tonight. We'll see how low it goes. I call this face freezing weather because your skin can freeze in this sort of cold in about 20 or 30 minutes. One time I was a crossing guard in Greeley, Colorado for a school for about 6 years, and one time I got frostbite on my left forefinger. I was trying to clear out snow from around my car because it got stuck at my corner, and in the process, and I foolishly didn't wear gloves. That was not smart. I should know better than that. I grew up in this stuff, but I was just in a hurry and wanted to get my car out of there, and I actually got frostbite on my left forefinger. And the doctor told me when I went to go see him, I said, yeah, my finger's kind of numb in this. And he said, well, sticking your finger in front of your heater, which is what I did in the heater in the car, I put my fingers in front of the heater vent and just left it and just did that for about 10-15 minutes. He said, that probably saved your finger. Otherwise, you might have lost it. And he said that was the one smart thing you did out of a series of dumb things that I didn't do, like not wearing gloves. So I saved that finger, he said, by putting it in front of the heater vent in your car, and that likely saved my finger. Anyway, this is a massive cold front. I guess they call it a polar vortex today. This is kind of what it looks like. And in northern Colorado, very, very cold. In the old days, we called this stock show weather because this is the kind of weather that happened during the stock show in Colorado, in Denver, every year. It's super cold. But there's no stock show this year down at the convention center down in Denver because of COVID. So they canceled the stock show, which is really interesting to me because they canceled the stock show, but they still have other things going on. You know, there's like other events going on. There's a hot tub convention at a kind of a large event center in Denver. There's other events that are happening, but they canceled the stock show. And all these rules just seem really arbitrary to me. It's like last year, I've talked about this before, but they canceled, they banned us horn players from playing gigs in Denver, saying that, oh, you guys spread COVID. And as it turns out, the research shows that, no, we don't spread COVID. They've done research on this, and it's not very conclusive that horn players even spread the coronavirus, but yet we've been banned from playing gigs for like 10 months now, which to me just shows how ridiculous and arbitrary these COVID rules are that they're making. You know, it's like Walmart's open, but they close churches. You know, you can go out. Yesterday I went to a packed grocery store, a Kroger's, here in northern Colorado, and there was lines everywhere, and there's probably 400 people in that store. And yet, you know, you can't go to church except when churches here in northern Colorado sued the state and won. So they opened that up for some churches, the churches, to be able to meet. But these rules just seem really arbitrary, and they apply them, it seems like, to kind of hurt some people and not hurt others. Like the big box stores, the Walmarts, the Best Buys, they're not hurt at all. They haven't been hurt at all by this COVID thing. But, you know, small mom and pop stores and restaurants are going out of business. The whole thing just seems really unfair to me. And I know it's unfair to musicians, and it really pisses me off the way that they've just wrecked our economy in the last year. So anyway, that's my rant for today. But I just wanted to show you what this kind of cold looks like here in Colorado. Very, very cold. Global warming, right? I remember when Al Gore said in 2005 that children won't even know what snow looks like. Remember that? I do. I remember when Al Gore said, well, children won't even know what snow looks like in 10 years. And that was 2015, and we've had some massive snowstorms, and now look at this, you know, unbelievable cold, and this polar vortex is, you know, encompassing about 35, 40 states in the U.S. and, you know, but hey, you know, global warming, I'm like, whatever. I mean, give it up, man. Any person with sense can see that that's just a freaking lie. We've had some serious cold in the last like 4 or 5 years up here, but they keep pushing the global warming stuff, and they, you know, Channel 7 in Denver was even posting stuff about, oh, and the fires of last summer were so bad because of climate change and global warming, and I'm like, yeah, and then look at this, you know, freezing. Next 2 or 3 days supposed to be well below zero. And if you can't see the propaganda that our media is today, I call it American Pravda, and you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Out.